Following the implementation of constitutional carry, 6 of 8 of Ohio's largest cities had crime rate go down. Now, many politicians thought that they were going to have the opposite problem, and to be frank, I can understand why those that are, for gun control would think that more guns is more crime. But that's not the case. Actually, less crime is what's happening. The Center for Justice Research, in conjunction with Bowling Green University, the time frame that they used it was from June of 2021 to June of 2023. So a year before implementation and a year after constitutional implementation. The report focused on crimes involving a firearm, verified gunshot detection, alerts, the number of officers struck by gunfire. The finding revealed that over all 8 cities, crime declined, specifically in 6 of 8, significantly. Parma experienced the most significant decline at 22%, followed by Akron and Toledo at 18%. Now just think about that. Constitutional carry in the span of 1 year nearly rated for Parma at 25%, 18% for 2 other massive cities in Ohio. That's just another win for constitutional carry. Now, that didn't stop anybody from still saying something silly, like the Attorney General Dave Yost had to say here. Now, we've all been waiting for this moment. The Attorney General goes on to say, but the key takeaway here is that we need to focus on criminals, not responsible gun owners. Oh my goodness. Never thought we'd hear those words, but there they are. Woo! Fireworks, champagne, pop-a-bots. Get it done. Now, what's interesting about this report is that it goes on to say that further research and analysis is necessary to understand the long-term implications of Ohio's permitless carry law and impacts on various factors influencing crime rates. Now, you and I both know that the longer they have constitutional carry and criminals out there know that the public is armed, you're gonna just continue to have crime drop. Because if the propensity of you to get shot when you're trying to be a criminal is out there, more than likely you're not going to do, or you're going to at least think twice about doing what you're going to do. Because you don't know if people are carrying, you don't know how people are going to react. Are they going to have something? Are multiple people going to have something there to defend themselves and their families? So they can continue doing the research, that's fine, but they're going to find that these numbers are just going to get better in the self-defense category. Now, we always talk about here that you are your first responder, right? So that is 100%, that's still the case. Now, the CDC, if you recall, in December of 2022, Fox News reported that the CDC was forced by a gun control group to take down the statistics that the CDC themselves had done a report. And a gun control group asked them to take down exactly what they wrote. And this is why they asked them to take it down. And I quote, that $2.5 million number needs to be killed, buried, dug up, killed again, and buried again. That's from Mark Bryant, Executive Director of Gun Violence Archive, who wrote to the CDC in one of the emails. It is highly misleading, is used out of context, and I honestly believe it has zero value, even as an outlier point in honest DGU, defensive gun use discussions. Now, why would a gun control advocate group want these numbers taken down? Why wouldn't they want the public to know that between 60,000 and 2.5 million times per year is what is suspected as defensive gun use? Now, take the Ohio numbers that I just gave you, multiply that times, let's say 20 states. 25% drop in crime. Do you think that number is near 2.5 million? I think it's probably way above that. Now, as you recall this report, and I'll put it in the link here, the CDC were cowards and they initially pushed back, and then they were like, okay, we'll do whatever it is that you want because we're in this closed door meeting, and so we're gonna get hit over the head with a hammer. And so, frankly, they would just add to the blunt instrument used to kill every year, which is actually more hands and feet, if you count those two, than any guns that kill. So since the CDC won't do their job, or the mainstream media won't do their job in reporting on defensive gun use, You know what we're going to do? We're just going to continue to report defensive gun news here. Because if we report it here, then you know, and then you can share your friends. So, which leads me to this. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Get this message out to other people. Get this message out to other voters in other states that don't have constitutional carry. And throw these numbers on them. 25% in Parma alone. Can you imagine what would happen if we had constitutional carry everywhere? Also, get yourself some protection, USCCA. Also, go get yourself some gear. I'm in Arizona, so this is Heelys right here. This is just some nice gear there, just a cool shirt here. But Heelys is in Chandler. Awesome people. Go get you some ammo, some guns, protect yourself, exercise your Second Amendment right, and you know, you can also apply for some NFA items in there. So get that done as well.